Hey guys, welcome to Bonit's Xcode tutorials. Today we'll be learning how to put a video on the background. This was actually requested by one of our subscribers, and he said he wants how to play a video on the background. And I found an easy way, which is turning that video into a GIF and then putting it on our Xcode project. So I found a video on YouTube. It's a very cool animation background, and then I used the software to turn it into a GIF. And then I put that in our Xcode project, and then it turned out like that. It's a very simple tutorial. I'll be showing you guys step by step in approximately 5 to 10 minutes. And let's get started. So first, I want to show you guys my files on the desktop. So this one right here is a Swift file, and the one next to it is a GIF file that I converted from a YouTube video. And I can post the links of the websites in the description if you guys would like to turn it into a GIF. That's your personal video. So let's open up this GIF file right here. And GIF is basically called GIF because it's a graphic interchange format, which is it has a lot of frames in it and it plays them. So our file also has a lot of frames, if you look. And if we go through them with our arrow keys, we can see the animation playing, but it's not so soft or free because we're doing it manually. But when it plays it auto in our Xcode, it's gonna look much better, and it'll be on loop. So if you want to know how much, if you want to auto play it, just right click on the file and then go to get info, and it's gonna play it. And next, let's open up this Swift file that I have. And this file is basically a framework that Apple doesn't give us, but we have to write it by our own. And someone has already written it for us, and and it's a public source, so we're welcome to use it. So I got it to you guys, and it's basically a lot of public classes that we're gonna call and then compile in our Viewcontroller.swift. And next, let's open up Xcode and create a new project. And make sure it's a single view application under iOS and hit next. And I'm just gonna name our project Playing GIF. And I'm gonna set my language to Swift and devices to Universal, and we're gonna save it to anywhere you want. I'm gonna save it on my documents and hit next. Next, we're gonna drag our GIF file into our supporting files. And make sure it's copy items if needed, and then click next. And then we're gonna drag in our GIF framework under our playing GIF target, and also click next. So let's just start with code first in our Viewcontroller.swift. So in our view.load, we're gonna start writing let image data equal ns data, and in parentheses content of URL colon, and in the ns URL we're gonna write ns bundle dot main bundle, and then two curly brackets dot URL for the second one, the URL for resource, and then another parentheses, and in that we're gonna put apostrophes. And for now, let's just leave that blank and go to the next one, and then after the extension colon also put two apostrophes, and then close the parentheses. So let's just write it down. Background, and then with extension is the dot GIF. So we just say GIF. And then we just put a exclamation mark Next line we're gonna write let image GIF equal UI image view with data parentheses data, and inside the parentheses we're gonna write image data, the one that we just put on top of this. And we also put a exclamation mark here too, because this is not an optional value, this is like a must value. And in the next line we're gonna write let image view equal UI image view colon image GIF, the one we just put on top. Next line we're gonna write image view dot frame equals cgrect parentheses x colon 0.0 comma y colon 0.0, and we're gonna change these values soon. And then width colon 0.0, and then comma, and then height colon 0.0. Now we close the parentheses and go to the next line, view.add subview parentheses image view, and then close the parentheses. And the reason why we left these 0.0 is because these are the sizes that we're gonna have to know by which iPhone this is, or unless we can add programmatically constraints. But for this tutorial I'm just gonna put it for iPhone 6 size, which is 4.7 inch. So just highlight your view controller, and then in the simulated metrics I'm just gonna go to 4.7 inch for the size, and then go to the measurements panel and then say freeform, and that should give me the width and the height of the view controller, which is the size of the iPhone 6. So I'm just going to copy the height of that and then paste it right there, and then same for the height, go back to that and then copy the height of iPhone 6 and then paste it. 0.0. And now for the X and Y, we can just leave it as 0, 0, that which is at the top corner of the screen. And it should automatically add that to it, and then we don't even need a image view in it because we're programmatically adding it. Unless you guys want a action or a function, and then you can add that function to any object and then put it in whatever IB action you want, and then you can just say function for the dot the object. So there we go, the simulator has just loaded and it started playing our GIF. When I first ran it, it took some time because the code was running, it was just a white screen for about 10 to 20 seconds, then it loaded the GIF. So I would say be patient, don't just say it's not working, just wait for some time. And it also depends on the number of frames you have in the GIF. If your GIF is really big, it might take a long time to process. So I would recommend having the less frames as possible. So if you see, I have a lot of frames too. I have about 73 frames.